Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here on 8 math. You can find all the lessons of if the students so far. You have to walk in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to set up math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 3 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter unit of measurement. The lessons we came to cover today are units of measurement. The lessons we came to cover today are compare, and convert metric unit of length, which metric unit is appropriate, which customary unit of volume is appropriate, which customary unit is appropriate. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here are the math chapter we are right now is unit of measurement. Let's just start with the lesson that is compare and convert metric unit of length. So which is more, 1 centimeter or 10 millimeter? So 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. They both are exactly equal. Which is more, 1 centimeter or 7 millimeter? So 1 centimeter is more 7 millimeter because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Let's just start with the test questions. 1 kilometer equal how many meters? 1 kilometer equal 1000 meters. Option number one is the correct option. Which is more, 1 centimeter or 7 millimeters? 1 centimeter is more than 7 millimeter because 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Which is more, 1 kilometer or 1,000 meters? Neither they are equal. The correct option is they are equal. Which is more, 48 centimeters or 1 meter? 1 meter equal 100 centimeters, so the correct option is 1 meter is more than 48 centimeters. Which is more, 1 kilometer or 883 meters? So which is the correct option? One kilometer is more than 883 meters because 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. So option number one is the correct option. One kilometer equals 1 kilometer equal 1,000 meters. Option number one is the correct option. Which is more, 745 millimeter or 1 meter? One meter is more than 745 millimeter. Option number two is the correct option. Which is more, 1,000 centimeters or 1 meter? They both are exactly equal. Option number three is the correct option because 1 centimeter equal 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. Which is more, 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters? They are exactly equal. 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters, so they are exactly equal. Which is more, 70 centimeter or 1 meter? 1 meter is more than 70 centimeter. 1 meter equals 100 centimeter. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. Let me just move into the next lesson. The next lesson is which metric unit is appropriate? Which is better estimate for the length of an onion. 20 millimeters is a better estimate because 20 centimeter is too long. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is a better estimate for the length of a pen, 12 meter or 12 centimeter? The length of the pen must be 12 centimeter because 12 meter is too long for the length of the pen. Which is a better estimate for the distance of a 10-minute walk? So which is the correct option? 10-minute walk, it would be 1 kilometer because 1 centimeter is too short for the 10-kilometer walk. So option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a jump rope? So which is the correct option? Jump rope, it would be 3 meters because 3 kilometers is too long for the rope. Which is the better estimate for the weight of a picnic table? The weight of the picnic table would be 19 kilograms because 19 grams is too little for the weight of the. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a pumpkin. So the weight of the pumpkin would be 4 kilograms because 4 ounces is too little for the weight of a pumpkin. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a pumpkin, 9 grams or 9 kilograms. So 9 grams is too little. It must be 9 kilograms. Option was the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the length of an ornament, 20 millimeters or 20 centimeters. So which is the correct option? That is 20 centimeters because 20 millimeter is too. Oh, that is 20 millimeters. Sorry, 20 centimeters is too long for the. Which is the better estimate for the weight of a piece of gum? Piece of gum. That would be 6 grams. Option number one is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a fish bowl? That must be liters. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the weight of a light bulb? The weight of the light bulb would be 35 grams. Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just move into next lesson. The next lesson is which customary unit of volume is appropriate. Which is a better estimate for the volume of the conditioner bottle. So the volume of the conditioner bottle would be 3 cups. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is better estimate for the volume of a baby bottle, 9 gallons or 9 fluid ounces? So which is the correct option? Which is the better estimate for the volume of a baby bottle? So that would 9 fluid ounces because 9 gallons is too little for the uh, which is a better estimate for the volume of an orange juice carton. That would be 7 cups. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a can of tomato juice? Can of the tomato juice would be 43 teaspoons. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a plastic shopping bag? It would be 3 quarts. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a bathroom sink? The better estimate for the bathroom sink is the valid option, the one is the incorrect option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a sour cream container? That would be 8 pence. Option number one is the correct. No, that would be 8 pence. Okay, the next one is which is a better estimate for the volume of a shoe balls? The volume of a shoe box would be 10 pence. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a plastic bag? So, which is the correct option? A plastic cup would be 17 teaspoons. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a salad dressing bottle? So, which is the correct option? That would be 15 teaspoons. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a conditioner bottle? Conditioner bottle would be 3 cups. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, we are done with the lesson. Let's just do nothing else. Which customary unit is appropriate? Let's just start with the test questions. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a whole of soup? Volume of a whole of soup would be 15 fluid ounces. Option number two is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a bathroom sink? Volume of a bathroom sink would be 3 quarts. Option number two is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a large trash can? Large trash can would be 34 gallons. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the volume of a juice box? Juice box that would be 42 teaspoons. Option number one is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a mustard powder? Volume of a mustard bottle would be 17 tablespoons. Option number one is the correct option. Which is the better estimate for the volume of a kitchen sink? That is 48 cups. Option number one is the correct option. Which is a better estimate for the length of a snowboard? Length of a snowboard would be 5 yards. Option number two is the correct option. That would be 5 feet. Why not? 5 yards. 5 yards is too much. Which is the better estimate for the height of a door? Height of the door would be 3 yards, not 3 inches. 3 inches is too little. Okay, we are done with the lesson. So we were working on the 3 math chapter. We were working on the human life measurement. The lessons we have covered today are compare and convert metric unit and plan. Which metric unit is appropriate? Which customary unit of value is appropriate? And which customary unit is appropriate? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions or the lessons we just did. That is your homework. Right? Next session. So if you need more help in any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the question in the chat box and here to answer all your question and confusions if you have one. You can please ask questions if you have any. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions.